Okay, guys, I'm going to whoop up some cornbread real quick to go with our supper. So here's what you're going to need. About 1 tablespoon of Crisco. You're going to need 2 cups of white lily buttermilk and rich cornmeal mix. You're going to need 1 egg, 1.5 cups of buttermilk. This is regular milk, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of vinegar, which will turn it into buttermilk, okay? So we're also going to use about 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, 2 tablespoons of sugar. All right, let's get started real quick. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our 8-inch round cast iron skillet, and we're going to put 1 tablespoon of shortening in it, and we're going to put it in our oven while it's preheating. Okay, now we're going to take our 2 cups of white lily buttermilk, surprising cornmeal mix. We're going to need 2 cups of that. 1, 2. Now, years ago, I learned this trick. If you don't have buttermilk, which I usually do, but I don't today, it calls for 1.5 cups of buttermilk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour 1.5 cups of regular milk, and then I'm going to put 1 to 2 teaspoons of white vinegar. And this will curdle it just like buttermilk. So we're going to stir that up and set that aside while we mix the rest of our ingredients in. Set that aside. Okay, now we're going to whisk our egg. Okay, now we're going to add our egg to our cornmeal. We're going to add our 1/4 cup of vegetable oil and our 1.5 cups of buttermilk. Now we're going to add our 2 tablespoons of sugar. 1, 2. And we're going to mix it all up. Okay, now we're going to get our pan out of the oven. Add a little bit of hot, here it's sizzling, a little bit of hot Crisco to that. Ooh. All right, now we're going to pour it into our hot skillet. Here it's sizzling. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay. Okay, now we're going to put it in the oven, bake 425, and we're going to bake it for 25 to 30 minutes. Ooh, y'all, look at that good cornbread. All right, we're going to cut it, butter it up, fix our plate. All right, y'all don't laugh at Nana, but this is how I do my cornbread. I go ahead and slice it up, and I put little teaspoons of butter in between each crack, and then one in the middle, and it soaks down into the bottom. It's so good, y'all. So good.